So guys, we all know that to get what you want in life, you're gonna need to pay the price, right? And in many ways, in the game of business, the price you're gonna have to pay, sometimes it's a monetary price, but that's certain things, like things that you can buy, like a computer or a piece of equipment. Um, or even buying labor from from the market, like hiring employees and things like that. That's all things that you can pay for with dollars and cents. But to really grow your business, to really get to the place you're trying to get to, there's things that you're gonna need to buy, but that you can't buy with money, right? There's things that you're gonna need to buy with time and effort, brain power. There's things that you're gonna need to buy with commitment, putting in the work on a Saturday when everybody else is out playing, things like that. And so I wanna tell you guys just about the kind of growth mindset that's gonna be required to be able to grow your service-based business. And this is focused specifically on service-based businesses. I do talk about kind of product businesses in other videos, but this is just for the people that are doing a service business. A service business, let's face it, guys, it's not easy, right? It's not. It's not like a game of dominoes, right? It's hard. You might have angry clients when somebody on your team messes up the service. You might have clients leaving, and now you're churning clients at any moment, and your income goes down. All kinds of things can go wrong, and you might actually get really overworked because you're spending too much time working trying to serve those clients. So it's not easy, and this is why it's kind of hard to grow a service-based business. It's not easy. So if you actually want to grow a service-based business, understand it's gonna be hard, but also the second point is that you do need something else, and that something else that you need is you need a growth mindset, right? If you are one of these people that believe you're just gonna stay in your little corner of the world and growth is just gonna happen on its own, forget it. You kind of need, this is one of those things, like I said at the beginning of this video, you're not going to be able to pay for everything you need with money. Growing your service based business is going to be one of those things that you need to pay for with resources other than money. And in this case, it's going to take a growth mindset. Um, you kind of have to shift the way that you've been thinking. Think of it this way. If you had the mind and the skills to be making $1 billion a year, you would already be making $1 billion a year. Like, that's a little bit of a scary thought. And another little bit of a scary thought that I had Alex Hormozi actually say online was, he said, not knowing how to make $500 million a year is costing you $500 million a year, which is a bit of a scary thought if you think about it in those terms of the cost of how much it's costing you not being able to, not knowing that stuff. But by the same token, uh, it's gonna take a different kind of mind. Just like you would need to have the $1 billion mind, $500 million mind, and the skills to actually be able to do that. And if you had those things, then you would be making $500 million a year. Um, to get to there, to get to where you're trying to go, wherever you're trying to go from where you are, to cross that gap, you're gonna need to have a certain growth in your mind. Like, your mind is a key component of the whole thing. It's not just you know uh, mentality, mindset, this kind of thing, but it's also skills, right? Like basic skills. Let me just give you a quick example in my own journey. Um, there was a time when I was just a software developer. That's all I did. So I didn't know marketing, I didn't know sales, I didn't know much about business. All I knew was how to write software. And that was good, for being a basic software developer. But when I got into trying to start my own businesses and things like that, I failed big time because I just didn't know these other skills. So it was now no longer enough just being able to uh, occupy a software development universe, because now I was trying to operate in a business ownership, business development landscape, and software skills could only take me that so far. So then I started learning marketing, and then came a point where you know now I was moving beyond just doing marketing type tasks. Now I needed to learn how to sell, how to talk with people on the phone, uh, how to close a deal. And then I had to learn a little bit of sales skills because I needed to absolutely learn that. And then came a time when now I needed to be able to generate leads, and now I had to learn skills like cold calling, cold email. So for you to get to the next level in your career, in your life, in your professional journey, you're gonna need to grow your mind, and that consists not just in mindset. Like I said, there's mindset, there's also skill set. When you combine the two, then you get the mind that corresponds with the kind of goals and outcomes that you're trying to accomplish. Let's say in a year, or in a 5 year period, or a 10 year period. But if you never actually grow your mind, if you never actually grow the mindset and the skill sets, then it's gonna be really hard to grow your service business, because there's gonna be all these skill sets and these mindsets that you're gonna need to be able to develop in order for you to actually scale and get to the next place. So I hope you commit to having a growth mindset, and you actually start growing your service business